Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Roma, and today we are going to do a makeup look called Purples and Neutrals. It's really pretty. It's like got a mixture of browns and purples, which you don't see very often. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. Let me just clip my hair back and let's get started. So we have, what we're using here is our base shade is called Candlelight. We're going to be using Hot Fudge in the crease, so that's a deep brown. It's got a fair bit of pigment. I actually love this color. And then this is called Frosted Iris, I believe. Let me just double check. Frozen Iris. Super pretty. Reminds me of that Frozen movie on Disney. So it is a great combination. We're going to finish it off with a really soft Darling Pink on the cheeks, and I thought we would do something different today. With the lips, we're going to be using our Lava Berry. And this is our True Dimensions lipstick. It's really fun to use, so I'll show you that later. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start with that Candlelight, which is like a little frosty peach. We're going to start with that on the base. So that is going to just go on the base of the eyelids, the lower eyelid, from the crease down to the lashes. So we're not going all the way up to the eyebrows. We're going to leave that part clear today. But this will give us just a little bit of shimmer on that lower lid. Then we are going to, this is the all over eyeshadow brush. It's really great to do that base shade and to blend afterwards because these bristles are nice and soft. Then we're going to use our crease brush, which has a bit of an angle to it, and we're going to use that Hot Fudge, which is a deep brown. It's like literally fudge colored. We're going to start in the outer corner and just work our way in along the crease. Going a little higher than I would have liked, but that's okay. We'll work it out. Not to panic. Remember, we're not panicking about our eyeshadow. We're going to make it all work together. That's the beauty of blending. But you can see that there's a fair bit of pigmentation with this color. So you want to be fairly light with it, unless you like that deep, bold look. I'm just going to blend that at the top. Gosh, that's so embarrassing. My nail polish is chipping off. Sorry. I should have freshened that up a little bit. All right, so we've got it blended now from on the top side of that crease. Then we're going to do, and I'm going to use my smudger brush because I want a nice bit of color. We're going to take this Frozen Iris, which is actually a very subtle purple. It looks like it's bold, but it's not really, with just a touch of shimmer in it. And this is going to go in the outer V. So you're going to go just right over the Hot Fudge. And you might not think that it's doing anything because it's a lighter shade, but it will layer and show up, so not to worry. And we're going to pull from the lash line up into that corner. Just like that. It's almost like an inverted or sideways check mark. So this part of the V is a little bit shorter than this part of the V. That's really pretty. So you can see it's a really soft purple. It's with the browns and the Candlelight color, it really just blends together very nicely. Doesn't stand out, doesn't look loud. It's just nice and soft. Again, we're going to go over it and blend it with the all over eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pull that color out a little bit, and I'm going to pull it in a little bit. All right, we're gonna do a top line because this is a fairly subtle color eyeshadow look. So we're just gonna do, with our liquid eyeliner pen, just gonna do a fairly thin line on the top lid. When you do eyeliner, what you want to do is keep it as close to the roots of the lashes as possible. typically. So the idea of eyeliner is to outline your eyes, but also to add to your lashes, right? So it's going to make your lashes look fuller and thicker if you've got that line that goes all the way across. Actually, stop on that. I want to use our waterproof mascara today. So this is very similar to the Lash Love, except it is a waterproof formula, but it uses that same brush. It's got the little rubber prickles on it, is how it works. So, but I do find it is a little thinner than our regular Lash Love. But of course it's waterproof. So if you want to swim later, you can totally go for a swim. And your lashes are not going to budge. Or if you have like weepy eyes or moist eyes, especially as we get older, that tends to be a problem. So the waterproof is actually really nice, and it doesn't look too bold. So sometimes a more mature woman wants to make things a little more subtle, doesn't want her lashes to stand out like a movie star. Maybe we get quieter as we get older. Who knows? But it still, you can see, separates out the lashes really nicely, provides that definition. And I've kind of messed up a little bit. I've got a little bit of, I squeezed my eyes too hard and I got some mascara at the bottom. So best thing to do with our mascaras anyways is to let that dry completely. Take a dry Q-tip and just twist it off underneath. That saves the eye makeup underneath. So if you have eye makeup or foundation or whatever, it's not going to budge. Isn't that pretty? That's a really interesting color combination for the eyes. I really like it. Okay, so we're going to move on to our cheeks. We're going to use that Darlene Pink, which is very soft. Just on the apples of our cheeks, along the cheekbone, and I like to go a little bit into the hairline with whatever's left on my brush there. Even though it's a very quiet color, you can actually see it. It does just give that little bit of a rosy hue to our cheeks, which is really nice. And then we're going to finish it off with Lava Berry. And Lava Berry is a really soft purple. It's kind of got those brown tones as well, so I thought it'd be a good combo. This is interesting. So if you have purchased or are thinking about purchasing one of our True Dimensions lipsticks, these are actually my favorite. They feel like butter on your lips. So if you have dry lips or it's dry in your season, wherever you are, these are great. However, they are a bit tricky to open. So this is what they look like. There's a clear tab on top. What you want to do is push down on the clear tab, and then it pops out the bottom. Okay? I know, it's a little bit tricky. But definitely added moisture. You can actually see the moisture on there. It's kind of like just an extra deep tinted lip balm. So if you're like that sort of thing, then it's a good option. So that is it for our makeup look today. Thank you so much for joining me. That is our purples and neutrals look. Have a great day.